DNA Mysteries, The Search for Adam. Where did we all come from? Could we all be descendants of Adam? And if he existed, who was he, where did he live, and what did he look like? It is a mystery that intrigues us all, and questions like these have been asked time and time again, but nobody has got close to the answer until now. Spencer Wells, a leading geneticist and National Geographic explorer in residence, is setting out on a quest to discover if there was an Adam from whom all humans are descended. Wells uses the latest in DNA testing technology to take us on an extraordinary journey across the globe as he traces humanity's family tree. Following the Y chromosomes backwards through the generations, the branches begin to coalesce into a single trunk, pointing to a single Adam. Is every man in the world related? A National Geographic television and AMP film production. Producer, Simon Boyce. Could we all be descendants of an Adam? And if Adam existed, who was he, where did he live, and what did he look like? Join leading geneticist and National Geographic explorer in residence, Spencer Wells, as he embarks on a quest to trace every man's family tree back to an ultimate ancestor. His extraordinary journey ultimately lands him in Africa, where he pinpoints the birthplace of humankind. Using the latest technology in DNA research and forensic anthropology, Wells and others reconstruct the life and face of Adam. Explore a world where science and religion converge as we shed new light on our ancient past in the search for Adam. Analyzing DNA from the cheek cells of a group of Mongolians enabled geneticist Spencer Wells, an explorer in residence at the National Geographic Society, to figure out whether they were indeed descendants of the notorious warrior who lived 800 years ago and thousands of miles away. Such exotic historical enigmas are daily fodder for Wells, who is in the midst of the Genographic Project, a massive undertaking to sample human DNA from around the world to illuminate human genetic and migratory history. There is a history book in your DNA, how people are related to each other all over the planet, and how we have moved around, says Wells. The last 10,000 years are of particular interest to Wells, who, since childhood, wanted to be an historian. I was fascinated by Egypt and Greece and Rome and all of these great empires, and I'm very interested in the impact of these empires on the patterns of genetic variation, for example. Can we see traces of the Phoenicians in North Africa? Says Wells. His latest adventures have led him to discover that Thomas Jefferson's ethnic background is not quite as one would expect. He has hunted down possible descendants of Solomon, the third king of Israel. And he has entered a world where science and religion converge, the search for what he calls the scientific Adam, the man who gave rise to all men today in the trunk of the human family tree. Wells has used DNA to trace this common ancestor back to Africa and perhaps to the very plains where he may have hunted. He has even identified a living tribe with an ancient lineage that offers a window into the life of scientific Adam, and the face of one of the tribe members served as a model to determine what he may have looked like. Unlike medical geneticists who study genetic changes that cause morphological differences or diseases, population geneticists like Wells study genetic changes that don't have any effect at all. These changes, called genetic markers, are created by random mutations in the DNA and are passed down through the generations.